Some of the content of Patriots Unfiltered may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
The world's original podcast.
Welcome to Patriots Unfiltered.
All eyes are on the weather forecast for travel plans, especially coming back after the AFC Championship win.
Some weather coming in here.
You stepped on my line after the AFC Championship win.
Deuce not handling the postseason well.
He's got something going on with his stomach, and we told him to get the hell out of here because I can't get sick. The Patriots still drove the field 3 times, made 3 great plays to score touchdowns. It's not like the Texans completely shut them down.
So that's really not correct. Nationally, with the conference title games, I feel like that's kind of dialed back.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, do you feel that way? Do you remember?
We haven't been in it for so long, so I don't know.
It's been a long 6 years.
Good flex, bro.
I want to get a billboard in Buffalo, a big bare ass with a Patriots logo on it, because that's what the Bills are going to be looking at for the next 10 years.
Are you serious about Adam Vinatieri?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I am.
Yes.
Mother of God.
This is Patriots Unfiltered.
Presented by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
All right, welcome to Patriots Unfiltered. It is Thursday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the AFC Championship. That's where we're going, and we're going for one reason, and that reason is to bring back the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
I'm so glad that you're finally with me.
You really got that out of nowhere. We were just sitting here quietly.
I didn't say it was going to be easy.
Oh.
I didn't say it's going to be easy, but we're doing it. We're going to bring home the trophy.
LFG.
I don't know if I'll be coming home at all because of the snow, but that's another story. But, yeah, it is Alex. It is Paul. It is Thursday. It's me. It's Alex and Matt in the booth. Evan, will he be by later?
Evan says he's going to try
Allegedly.
to, because we have an extra press conference.
I know.
Conference championship
I know.
week. So
God
Mike
forbid.
Vrabel, extra day. He's going to try to do some of that. He says he's going to try to come, pull a Deuce and come back in.
Yeah.
Deuce, by the way, continues to not handle championship week well.
No.
Deuce texted me today. Important message. He said, lead them.
Lead them.
I got that too.
He sent it to all of us.
Good.
He told me he wasn't going to be able to make it in, and then in all caps, lead them
Yep.
at the end.
Same.
So, yeah, Deuce is still suffering from some kind of stomach bug. But
The O-line flu.
we'll carry on.
He actually told me he got in his car and got about halfway here, and then was just like, I can't do this, and he went back.
Yeah, those things can be debilitating. But,
Yeah, and no one wants him here if he's really, in all seriousness, if
Yeah.
he's really feeling that badly.
That's right. Like, infect your own house.
Right.
Don't infect ours.
Not even. I think his wife has him in. They have a little in-law suite in the back with its own entrance
got him
and bathroom.
over there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's quarantined.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it. Patriots, of course, preparing to play the Denver Broncos. Local time, Eastern time, 3 o'clock on Sunday. And we had our second participation report yesterday. Does anyone want to fill me in on what happened?
That was the first
What about
participation
Wednesday?
report.
Oh, that's right. Today's Thursday. Yeah.
So
Week is going slow.
Harold Landry and Marty Mapu did not participate in practice yesterday.
Mapu
It's
with a
kind
hip.
of been what Landry's been doing,
Yeah.
missing some practice time. He clearly isn't.
He's not right.
He isn't 100% healthy. The good news is Carlton Davis, as Mike Vrabel told us during his press conference, was going to be limited as he continues to make his way through the concussion protocol. Hunter Henry and Morgan Moses rest.
Veteran rest.
Trevion Henderson, who kind of got banged up with the
Yeah,
shoulder
that
during the
shoulder.
game, full participant, so that's a good sign for
Yeah.
him. Spillane, same thing. Hands now.
Yeah, hand now.
Thumbs up, bro.
Right? Yeah.
But also a full participant.
Was that intentional?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna, thought he would react to that, but he's.
He's a serious guy.
Yeah.
He's a serious guy.
As he's telling us he broke his thumb in the game, which I thought was kind of odd. But, yeah, so kind of runs the gamut there for the Patriots. The Broncos got some good news as well, even though they're without their quarterback. It looks like they're going to have a chance to get some of these guys that Evan was talking about yesterday. They'll have a chance to play. Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin, the 2 receivers. Bryant was also limited with concussion. Franklin with a hamstring, and then J.K. Dobbins was listed as a limited participant as they try to get him off of IR with the foot injury that he's been out since early November with, and Luke Wattenberg, their center, also trying to come off of IR. He was a full participant, so I would expect him to be starting at center. So there's a lot of injury stuff in this game to track, and we'll get the next update later today.
Yep. Okay. All right. So, not terrible news. Would be nice to have seen Matt Collins back out there. So I would have guessed that he's probably not a candidate to play this Sunday.
That would be my guess, too.
I feel like
Yeah.
Vrabel would have.
Yeah.
He seemed to just really shut it down in the press conference yesterday for the week.
And I would think that if he was going to be able to get off of IR, he would practice the full week. But, we'll see what happens today. Maybe it'll be different.
Okay. So what else we got? There's a lot going on that I
AP
want to get
awards?
into.
Yeah, we have all the finalists were announced for all the AP awards.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get
Ton of
into
Yeah,
that?
let's
A
announce
lot
that.
of lot of Patriots presence.
Yeah. So you have
Go
that
ahead,
list?
Alex. Do you have the
Yeah.
list?
I don't have it, but off the top of my head, Drake
Yeah.
May, obviously MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year. Josh McDaniels, Offensive Assistant of the Year. Diggs, Comeback Player of the Year. And Travion Henderson, Rookie of the Year.
And also May is in the category for Offensive Player of the Year, too.
Which is why Alex said
Which-
MVP and Offensive Player of the Year.
Which I don't understand why Stafford isn't in Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I think you could make an argument for that. Those are tricky, and you and I
I know.
do not handle them well.
No,
In full disclosure, Fred and Paul do not handle the NFL awards well.
Why not? Fill me in.
because people don't do it right.
Yeah, okay. The voters.
Because
Right.
we're smarter than everybody else. But I think you can make an argument that May's running ability has made him more of like a productive offensive player than Stafford.
Fair.
Whereas MVP, you could make a different argument for. I think it's kind of circumcising the mosquito, as Jerry Jones likes to say. I don't really find a whole lot of difference with those, but May is a finalist for both. Stafford is only a finalist for MVP.
Drake should get both.
I think you should get MVP. I don't think you should get Offensive Player of the Year. I think that should be Puka Nacua.
But if Puka is Offensive Player of the Year, that just totally diminishes Stafford's MVP.
Well, that's why I picked May for MVP,
Right.
because
Yeah,
he's done more
we're-
with less. That's my whole
We're
argument.
preaching to the choir here.
Yeah. Did you want an argument? Because we could
No,
do that. I could
that's
change.
for you guys.
I could change
that's
my
for you
opinion
guys.
and just
I
argue
hope
with you if you want.
I hope I get a good one today.
Why? You're hurting for material this week? Well, Fred thinks it's going to be a tough game. We'll argue about that later.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for material. I think we have plenty. We're in the AFC
Okay.
Championship this weekend.
I just was wondering why
Deuce
you were
is ill,
looking for.
like- Evan always gives me some fun material. It'll be good.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were looking for an argument then.
For
Yeah.
fun.
Usually that's
Just for fun.
So this email just came across the transom, and
The
I don't
transom?
know if this is accurate or
what that
not, but
is.
it's Jeremiah. He's a frequent emailer. He says big decisions this offseason for Denver, having to figure out what to do with Bo. According to Broncos players and a legendary QB coach, Stidham is equal to, if not better than, Drake's best play this season. Hope they ship Nick somewhere that he will thrive, since they have a potential MVP as his backup. Is this Brady and Bledsoe all over again? Also, how is the Patriots' playoff wins being easy talked about more than the Rams' playoff wins? Anyway, forget about the last line. I have not heard of somebody saying that Stidham is as good as May's best play this year.
I saw that this
Who
morning.
No,
said
so
that?
I saw this
Was
morning.
somebody
Jordan,
doing
what's
that
his last name?
tongue in cheek or what?
No, he didn't say that. Jordan Palmer. First of all, that email was tongue in cheek because of what Jordan Palmer said.
Okay. What did Jordan Palmer say?
He said if Drake May and Jarrett Stidham both play at their best, there's not much of a difference.
That's what he said.
Really?
I think that's verbatim,
Right.
if I remember correctly.
I think Alex nailed it. I think
well,
that's
that's
exactly
basically
what
what Jeremiah said too.
No,
in
he said
different
that.
words.
He said that Stidham's better than Drake May.
He
Is
said
what he
at
said.
his best. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what.
Okay.
That's
well,
not what he
all
said.
right. Do you think it's even equal? I mean, they're both absurd.
I mean, Jarrett Stidham would be a starting quarterback for a different team
But what
if
he's-
it were true.
What?
Are we going to argue about this?
No.
Do
But
it.
what Jordan Palmer is saying, like, I totally disagree with Jordan Palmer. As you know, I don't think this game is going to be overly difficult because of the fact that Jarrett Stidham is starting it. Okay. I think what Palmer is trying to say is if Stidham plays at his best, he has the ability to match Drake May. I would disagree with that. I don't think he is as talented as Drake May. I don't think it's really even close. But that's what he's not suggesting that Stidham is a better player. He's saying he has the ability to
But if they're both playing at their best.
Replace May with Josh Allen. If Stidham plays at his best, he has the ability to match Josh Allen. How would you feel about that statement?
Yeah, I think that would be rational.
What?
Wait,
no,
who?
No.
May and Allen?
No.
Oh, you said Stidham.
Stidham and Josh Allen.
I don't think it's rational with May. I don't think that Stidham has that kind of
ability.
ability.
I can see that.
No. I'm saying that's what Jordan Palmer is saying.
Okay.
I'm
The
not saying it.
semantics are kind of important here, I think, because it's not if Stidham plays at his best, it's similar. It's if both Drake May and Stidham play at their best.
He's claiming that
saying
Stidham
Drake
has the
May's
same ability.
best is the same as Stidham's best.
Well, I'm saying it's absurd because if Stidham plays at his best and May plays average to what he's been doing, I think it's still absurd.
Same. But hey, these people are
So
going
I
to
don't
say
know why
what they're
you're
going to
nervous
say.
about the game then. If you think Stidham could play his best and he can't compare with
there's a whole bunch
mediocre
of other
May.
people on that team besides the quarterback. That's why I'm nervous. Because it's not
But it
just
comes down to
about
the
Jarrett
quarterback.
Stidham.
It's the quarterback.
Because I think it's a good team with a good coach, and I think
It's a good
those type of
coach.
teams can overcome sometimes when they have a backup quarterback.
No, I know that, but like, if you don't think that he could play at his best and even be like match May's mediocrity, like
I don't think he can. But I think there's
So
other aspects
So
to
the only way
football.
the game can be close is if May really stinks.
No, they can run well. They can play defense well, jam us up.
But it's not going to matter if Stidham can't even be as good as a mediocre
Listen,
May.
if it's 10-3 going into the fourth quarter, it's a game.
Well, so now May wasn't mediocre if it's 10-3 in the fourth
what about
quarter.
their defense being really good?
But
and
is
playing
it?
well? Listen, we didn't know our defense was as good as it is until the last two games. What if they were?
That's why I don't think this game is going to be able to be close.
What if
the Patriots defense has
what
played
if their
really
defense
good.
rallies and say, we lost our starting quarterback, we have to win this game, and they play lights out?
There's a path. Yes,
Of course
you're
there
right.
is.
And it's May playing poorly. That's the path.
No, it's their defense playing lights out, and the rest, and their offensive line playing really well and running well and keeping the time of possession in their favor and shortening the game. There's a million paths to it being a tough game.
Not if May plays well.
Okay.
May has to play poorly for all those things
I don't
to happen.
think so. I think you could just play average, and that could happen.
He'll put too many points on the board.
I've watched football for a while. I kind of have,
You're trying to convince yourself that if you think it's going to be easy, you're going to jinx the team. Like
No,
that's
it has
like basically the
nothing to do with
Patriots
it. That's
fan
nothing to do with
mantra
it.
all week.
I'm basing
I
this.
can't talk about
I'm
it.
basing this on 50 years of watching football and knowing that teams rise up, especially teams with really good coaches, which I think Denver has.
Yeah, I'm not expecting Denver to roll over. I'm expecting them to show up to a gunfight with a knife. That's what I'm expecting. They're not going to have the tools to be able to compete.
Listen, if
They're going to try.
If May plays at his best, I agree with you. But I do give Denver's defense a lot of credit going into this game to keep him from just, going nuts in this game.
But from the past two games, we can see that can happen, and we can still be confident because of Pat's defense.
Sure. The great thing about the Patriots is that they figure out ways to win. Whatever type of game they find themselves in, however the game declares itself, they figure out a way to win. So listen, I think we're going to win, but I don't think it's going to be easy.
Definitely not. But to say that Stidham is all of a sudden just going to turn out and be not just like an NFL starter caliber quarterback, but a really good one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen,
show me what he looks like the first time Milton Williams is running at him.
Sure, and let me say this to kind of clarify my stance. The reasons why this game could be tough has nothing to do with Jarrett Stidham. Let's put it that way.
Right, and that's kind of where we started this whole thing.
Yeah.
Was what I thought was kind of silly hyperbole by Jordan Palmer. Like, to suggest that a guy who hasn't really played in 7 years is capable of playing like the MVP, that's a big
I think
stretch.
if Drake May and Jarrett Stidham both play at their best, I don't think it's much different.
He said
and I don't,
both play at their best. That is a ridiculous statement.
If they both
That's
play
why
at
I
their
said
best, I don't
semantics are
think there's
important.
much difference. So he thinks that May's best is only a little better than Stidham.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't.
That's a ridiculous
that
statement.
That to me is
Who
trying
is Jordan
too hard.
Palmer? Strip him of his credentials.
Let's meme
Carson's
the
brother.
crap out of him later.
It's Carson's brother.
His brother. What did he ever do?
He was like a jaggy quarterback, I think, at Vanderbilt, maybe. I don't know. That might have been Rodgers' brother. I don't know. But whatever. Like, I don't like to kill people for opinions because everybody has them. And
I do when they're stupid.
Well, okay. So
You're entitled to your opinion, but it's stupid.
I disagree with the opinion, but, whatever. Maybe I'll be wrong because I don't think this game is going to be difficult. So I could be wrong.
I hope you're right. And if you are, I'll be like, Paul, thank God. But it's the AFC Championship. They're a good team. They didn't get here just because of Bo Nix. And they're going to make it tough without him.
How many comebacks did Bo Nix have this year?
He had a lot.
Game-winning drives?
A lot.
A ton.
7 at least?
Yeah.
So you could make an argument that they wouldn't be there without Bo Nix.
Well, that's true, but maybe they'd have more points if they had a better quarterback.
But Jarrett Stidham isn't that.
He isn't that. I agree.
I don't know.
I
These
agree.
people are telling me that really, it's been Jarrett Stidham the whole time, just behind Bo Nix, and he's going to have his coming out party, and
Well,
they're just going to ride with
There is
him.
a narrative that's been going around, and it's true, that even as a backup, he's a sought-after backup. I think he's the highest-paid backup in the league.
Yeah. And
There's gotta be a
I
reason for
give
that.
credence to Josh McDaniels. He was here when we drafted him, and then he wanted him again in Vegas. I don't.
Right.
And then apparently we wanted him again here this
Yeah.
offseason. So I give credence to that, but it's still just not enough of
And
a
did I hear it
needle
right?
mover.
I don't know if it was Robert Kraft who said it, but while he was here, teams had made inquiries to get him.
Oh, I didn't see that, but
So can I just say the whole Josh McDaniels thing?
Sure. You can say it. Say it.
I don't think that
Say what
Josh.
you
I
need
don't
to
think
say.
Josh McDaniels looking for Jarrett Stidham as his backup is an indication that he thinks he's like superb. He has a guy that he knows his offense, and is a backup.
Yeah.
Like I think it's as simple as that. Like if you have your choice between bringing in Josh Dobbs from outside the organization who's never been in this system or Jarrett Stidham, I could understand why Josh McDaniels would have wanted a guy who was already familiar with his system, who is a backup. He's not going to be necessarily pushing to play like the whole Joe Milton situation. I think it's as simple as that. It's a guy who fit the suit. He knew the offense, and Josh knew him. I don't think this was because they think this diamond in the rough that no one else understands but Josh McDaniels and Sean Payton. Those are the only two guys that know how good he, you know what I mean? I don't think it's
the
that.
Broncos have been saving him for this game.
And you've heard a lot. I mean, I give Sean Payton a lot of credit. He's really being a good leader, if you ask me, the way he has been handling this and talking about he's one of the best 32. And he's trying. He's trying to convince his team that we can do this. And I applaud that. That's what he should be doing. But I don't necessarily think the fans should have to go along with him. Like the fans of the Patriots. Like we shouldn't have to be extra nervous because everybody's talking up Jarrett Stidham.
Well, I'd be nervous if Bo Nix was playing as well.
Same.
It's going to be a tough game.
I would be nervous if Bo Nix was playing.
Yeah. All right. So that email is accurate for the most part. And that's a really bad take by Jordan Palmer.
I agree. I just I think that
What the hell?
Delusion.
I think to suggest
Is
He
on
that
must be really
is he on
good
the
friends
payroll
with Stidham.
Is he on the,
That's the only
is this
thing
a
I can think
he
of.
said it. He said
Is he one of Stidham's
He said he knew him as
child's
he
godparents?
knew him
Like-
because he
Oh.
worked with him and
All
stuff like that.
Okay.
Like
There you go.
I think it's a really
We're just
bad take,
gassing
and
up
I
our
think
buddies.
our emailer who wrote in that was a really good.
That's like
For the last 2 or 3 years,
that's like
one
my
of the
guy
best,
Gil Brandt saying.
kept secrets, most unknown, high quality player, insert other line that makes sense and is congruent with those statements. But I don't think anybody knows until this weekend how good Jarrett Stidham is. So
Okay, so neither do you. I remember when Sam Bradford was coming out. Gil Brandt, I guess, lived across the street from him. He was really playing him up because he knew the kid. He stunk.
Yeah.
So sometimes
Grain of salt.
Sometimes you're biased when you have a personal relationship with a player, and I get that. But to come out publicly,
Do you
and
think
say
Sam
that-
Bradford stunk?
Yeah, he did.
Well, he's light years better than Jared Stidham.
Okay. All right. And if Sam Bradford was playing,
I'd be nervous if Sam Bradford was playing. He's a competent NFL quarterback. Jared Stidham isn't.
Denver's going to make this game tough, and it's not going to be because of Jared Stidham. It's going to be everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be everything else. All those other things still exist.
I am just expecting the Patriots to play well. I think especially offensively because they haven't done it yet. I think they're due.
Okay.
So maybe it's more faith in the Patriots than anything about Jared Stidham.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right. What else? What do we got? We got, so just remind everybody, in Denver, Saturday night, starting at 4:30 local time at Jackson's Lido. There is a fan rally followed at 5 o'clock by a live Patriots All Access show from 5 to 6. And then the rally continues after that. Adam Vinatieri will be there. Yes, Ann Stone, Mother of God.
Oh, my God.
Adam Vinatieri will be there. David Andrews will be there. Cheerleaders, Pat Patriot, giveaways, all this stuff.
Mother of God.
Yeah, so if you're in Denver and you're a Patriots fan, you want to head down to Jackson's and Lido, probably get online now. It's going to be banged out. So we'll see you there Saturday night.
I got to talk to Ann right before she called you guys.
Did
That
you?
was awesome.
She's the greatest.
Good. So that'll be good. And I always get nervous with these fan rallies because I see the fans and I just want the Patriots to win so much for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when we were in London most recently with a rally and we ended up playing like ass that game.
Germany, too.
Yeah. You know, Germany the year before, like, I just feel bad for the fans that come out and put their heart into it and then you lay a stinker. So I just hope the Patriots win for the fans.
Germany especially, because we couldn't even score.
Oh, that was dreadful. That was dreadful. You know, that pass by Mac Jones and close to the red zone. Anyway, okay. This Buffalo thing, I finally heard the actual quotes. So
They're
basically,
worse when you hear 'em.
basically he's saying that a 9-year head coach, you fired him because of one game, the results of one game, which
Right.
he's lying. That can't be the case. But
The stuff with the players coming out is like the most, I don't know. All I could think about yesterday, seeing all this Bills stuff play out, and it also is confounded with, you guys, I don't know if you saw, because it's like football mode right now, but Baxter Holmes came out with a piece about the Lakers' downfall and the turmoil and the buses.
I didn't read it, but I
it was
did see it.
phenomenal. Great read, but not important. But it just, all I kept thinking about with everything I was reading yesterday about the Bills and the Lakers was Mike Vrabel's quote, "It's not like this everywhere else." And I just kept thinking about like Stephon Diggs and the reputation he had leaving and the stuff he kind of said about that Bills front office. Like maybe people owe Diggs an apology for when he left. I don't know. It was just, I love the dysfunction.
Yep, I do too. I love it. It's fun to make fun of your rivals.
For sure.
So, yeah. All right. Well, okay. So that's going on. Baker Mayfield also had some harsh words about the Browns.
That was great.
Said I was traded like a piece of garbage.
About Stefanski specifically.
Yeah.
He said, "See you twice a year, coach."
Yeah.
Like, damn.
The league is better with him in it.
Hell
It
yeah.
really is.
Hell yeah. On and off the field. I love the drama.
All right. Okay. So let's get right into it because Vrabel could be coming up in about 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
His
12:30.
Thursday press conference this week because it's the AFC Championship. So we'll go to Vrabel as soon as he goes live. So let's get right to people and what they have to say. See if they're as fired up as I am. We'll start with Dan in Tampa. What's up, Dan?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, I just wanted to chime in on a couple of y'all's takes. First take, the whole Buffalo Bills with Sean McDermott, that was a disaster. Every network is literally going after Bean and Pagula. Pagula, I agree with what ESPN said. He should have just kept it to a short statement and just left it at that. He looks like how the Patriots did when Belichick and Kraft were going at it when they split. It looks terrible. He just he embarrassed himself. So that's the first take. The second thing I would say is I don't know if you guys heard some talk that there's been some new rumors about Josh McDaniels possibly, with the Cardinals I don't know if you heard that.
I did not see that.
No, I haven't heard that. Where did you hear it? Is it Bianchi's weather
Was
or
it Jordan,
where?
was it Jordan Palmer?
Yeah.
No, this is some stuff that I guess it was. I don't know if you know Jeff Darlington.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
he's
that's-
legit.
Yeah.
That's reputable.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's so that there could be a possibility there. So I would want to see him. I want them. Obviously, we all want Josh to stay. So
Yeah.
That part.
You need that continuity.
And then the last part I was going to mention on is that the whole Jarrett Stidham thing. I'm over talking about this guy. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the interview with Sean Payton. I just watched it this morning. I mean, Sean Payton credits Josh Mills a lot, and I like Stidham too, but I don't think he's this all-world guy like Paul was saying. Like, people need to stop talking about this guy. He's a freaking backup quarterback, for crying out loud. And then the last thing, Paul, did you see what your guy Bertan and Zolak were talking to Kraft at the stadium the other day about how Kraft was mentioning he praised how well the team was doing, and he even mentioned that he took a huge financial commitment firing Gerard's staff, which no one talks about. He's still paying Gerard and all those other coaches that were on the fire staff.
Yeah.
And he had to
No one talks about it.
No, that was talked about, Dan, for sure, because it was mentioned earlier in another interview that he did. I mean, when coaches get fired, you have to pay their contracts.
It's talked about incessantly.
Yeah. Dan's in New Jersey. What's up, Dan?
Yeah, sorry, and not another Dan, but anyway.
Oh, okay.
I wondered if we can change things up a little bit. Can I talk a little Patriots-Broncos 80s trivia?
Sure, why not?
Always here for that.
Yep.
Otherwise known as Stump Paulie. So,
Stump the Paul.
as you know,
Stump the Grump.
Stump the Grump.
Stump the Grump, right. As you know, we're 0-4, right, in Denver in the playoffs. But going back to that first one, January 87, who was the Patriots defender who allowed the game-winning touchdown on the last play of the third quarter?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
On the last play of the third quarter, there was a pass from Elway, 48 yards. And that put him up, I think, 17-13 or 20-13. Who was in coverage on that?
I'm going to say Ronnie Lepet, but it's just a guess.
Tim Fox.
Well, Ronnie Lepet was at that game, and it was Ernest Gibson.
Ernest Gibson.
And
okay.
Ernest Gibson, yeah, and you might recall he had good coverage, except the pass was underthrown, and he just kept going, and Vance Johnson didn't.
Oh.
And caught it in the end zone. On that same play, one thing that was interesting, we had a lineman offside. Do you remember who it was? It was a free play. And
Darren Veris.
I think it was Don Blackman.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I took shots.
Yeah, it's not really in the spirit of trivia. Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't think so. I don't like this. Yeah.
Freddie's being mean. Just because I didn't know them doesn't mean they weren't trivia
Well,
questions.
I mean, that's really granular. Who was off?
Well, I mean, I know a lot of random crap.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate the call. Let's go to Tommy in Los Angeles. What's up, Tommy?
That's not really in the spirit.
What's up, Tommy? You're in L.A. Tommy. Is it Brady?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Sorry.
All right.
What's going on? You guys, I was listening. You guys really already kind of beat it to the nail as far as the whole Stidham conversation. My only fear really is I just want to know what you guys think of how we're going to approach them defensively. I hear he could really air it out, and I know Sean Payton is an offensive guru. So if you guys are on the defensive side of the ball, how are you guys wanting to start it off? It's the last game potentially of their season. They can come out and really just not care about him throwing picks or anything, just really airing us out. So
We got Vrabel,
just
Fred.
guys, how you guys feel
All right, well, we'll get to that after Vrabel. I'll put you on hold if you want to stay, but you can hang up or we can answer, but I'll put you on hold in case.
You had any kind of relationship or interactions with Sean Payton and how you see his team as a reflection of him?
Yeah, I have had interactions with Sean, and a very successful football coach. tough to defend for, tough to defend against. I think he does a great job with his personnel and his scheme and the guys that he had in New Orleans and how they use those guys, and then certainly how he's using the weapons offensively in Denver. And I think you have to prepare for a lot. And again, it's not like they do too much to where they've got rules for everything, they've got protections for everything. Good mixture in the run game. There's some RPO with some big people personnel. So it's like I think he's had his core concepts that he's had for a lot of years, and then he's just continued to add onto that. As some of the game has changed and some of the ideas and the schemes have evolved. And so I think that's pretty unique. I think he's got plays for certain guys that he wants to try to find ways to get them the ball. His record clearly speaks for itself, and so tough challenge. He's a proven winner in this league.
Mike, what's your a lot of talk about Jarrett Stidham obviously coming in here, but what have Josh Dobbs and Tommy DeVito been like for you all season long?
They prepare as a starter every week, and Dobbsy's had to go in there a little bit. I think Tommy's really improved in our system and what it is that we're asking him to do and how he would need to operate. So again, those guys have been great. They've been a huge support for Drake and everything that we've done offensively, and then running and operating our show team.
Do you anticipate any limitations for Christian Barmore from the altitude?
No, certainly something that we have to monitor. There are some players that we'll have to monitor for one reason or another, but I don't see any limitations for Christian.
And Mike, regarding preparing for Sean, among the things, trick plays he used in big games, tackle eligible pass last week, in the Super Bowl, surprise onside kick. Is that something that you generally just fall back on your fundamentals, reading keys? Is there a way to prepare for all the possibilities when it comes to trick?
I think I've got the surprise onside kick handled.
Yeah, that would have been on.
Okay. I was going to say I got that one covered. You can't really play for, they run bubbles, and so the complementary play is the bubble and go. Now, you can't sit there and wait for the bubble and go because, 8 or 9 times out of 10 you're going to be wrong. And so I think you just have to play defense. You have to go and play with a certain speed and aggressiveness, and then, obviously what your keys tell you to do and where, your read would tell you to go and cover. And so, he's certainly the timing of when he's called some of these things has been impressive. And then again, when you call those, then it's up to the players to make it work, and they've done a good job of making those plays work. But the timing in which some of these things have been called have been good.
What kind of impact did Ramondre have as a pass catcher for you guys this year?
Going all the way back to Miami, we needed a play, and he was able to give us one. And I think that's just something that's part of his skill set. It's been great to have and to use, and just another one of those guys to spread the ball around.
Last week we saw the Bills get a crucial penalty on an underthrown deep ball for interference. Is that something you guys are going to be looking out for this week? And what are the keys to not getting penalized on those kinds of plays?
I think all I can tell you is that the more that you play the football, the better chance that you have of not getting a defensive, pass interference penalty. So, if you can play the football and make sure you try to turn around and lean and locate, you have a chance. If you're not playing the football, margin for error goes way down.
Leonard Taylor seems like a pretty good find for you guys. What have you seen from him, and what has impressed you?
Great attitude from day one. Came in and worked hard on those Thursday practices that we talked about, and showed up, and then had a conversation and that said that as soon as you can, learn what to do and where to go and what to, how to run the defense. We decided he was ready, and then he took advantage of his opportunity. So the first was getting recognized in practice, and then was learning what to do kind of midstream there, and maybe it took him a week or so to do that, and where we felt comfortable bringing them up.
Sorry, you talked about the ability of players to make plays and how important they are in these games. From a coaching
All games. It's always important for players to make good plays.
From a coaching perspective, how do you put guys in positions so that they can be ready in regular season games or postseason games to have success?
I think that just comes from practice and learning guys and seeing what they're comfortable with, and maybe looking at a receiver, if there's a certain route that they run and you feel like it's game ready and there's speed to it, there's timing to it, you feel comfortable. So you can kind of check that one off the box. Every player is unique. Every player has a different skill set, different play style, and try to ask them to do things that they're good at and try to work on improving the things that maybe they aren't as good at. But then you get to a certain point where you probably don't try to force it.
Mike, what's made Benito and Zach Allen such a productive tandem there when they're alongside one another? Do they complement each other well?
Well, I think they're talented. I think they're both very athletic for their position. Benito is his strength is speed, his length, his ability to bend and corner. And Zach Allen's skill set is a bigger athletic interior player who has the ability to speed to power. But he, really where he's making his hay is, kind of making guys miss and sitting down bigger players and then, bursting on an edge. So they're talented, and then the scheme that they put him in makes them, tough.
Like, did you get to know Allen at all when he was in BC? Did you overlap?
Briefly, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, briefly. I think Tyler was a red shirt. Yeah, I think a while ago, I remember talking with him.
Mike, how have you seen Corey Jordan improve as a pass rusher? And is that an aspect of his game that has surprised you at all?
No, I think that he's just worked hard at it. I think that's something that he's focused on, is figuring out what works for him. He's not built like Zach Allen. He shouldn't try some of that stuff. And, you get together with the player, Clint and everybody else and the coach, and you'll kind of figure out a couple moves that may work for them. And then you go about, practicing those through the week and then coming up with a plan. So they're not trying things that, maybe they're not good at.
Like with Sean Payton, the timing that you mentioned of some of those calls, is that a case, do you see him setting things up earlier in the game, gathering information, formationally testing early in drives, and then getting to it later, or is it just kind of a knack he's had as a long time?
Well, I think there's a combination of both. I think it's, fourth down, unbalanced, tackles out, they throw a shot, against the Chargers, for a big play. So that's, something, that they may have shown some look and thought that it was going to be a certain play, and he's able to take a shot. Some of it is that they are, marrying plays and concepts just like, a lot of other people. And then they, have plays that repeat that they're also really good at. And if you don't defend them, he just keeps calling them.
Games you've had Christian Gonzalez go out with the head injury, and then this last game, Carlton Davis. With Charles Woods, how have you seen him mentally stay prepared and just how he rises to the occasion when he is given that opportunity?
Well, we hope that he doesn't rise to the occasion. We hope that he's just prepared and ready to go, which he has been, like you talked about. Those are opportunities. When you play behind, good players. Sometimes you don't get a whole lot of opportunity, and then when you do, you have to be ready for it. And he has done that. He's prepared as a starter. He's ready to go. You don't have a whole lot of notice. You don't get a whole lot of notice when you have to go in there. And so just being able to throw in there and go in there and not be able to have to change the game plan is nice.
Mike, when it comes to Drake, it seems like he's risen to the challenge as the games have gotten bigger. What does that mean for this week for you? What are you expecting from him this week?
Lead our offense, be the conductor, and help us handle the environment. Find as many positive plays as you can, take care of the football, own the operation, and then you're going to have to make some big time throws. I mean, you're going to have to. That's just kind of how this thing goes, and no different than what we've expected him from the entire season, what we've expected of him, and how he's produced. And it's great to see some not so positive plays that don't affect some things that have to happen later in the game for us to succeed.
Mike, the players have talked about your 4-H's. We see you with them in the tunnel after these games. Where did this kind of new school coaching style come from? How did it develop for you?
I mean, I don't know how new school it is. When I was at Ohio State, I tried to have a great relationship with the defensive linemen that I coached. When I went to Houston, I tried to have a great relationship with Whitney Merciless and Max Bulla and Brian Cushing and everybody that we coached down there. And then each step along the way, you become a head coach. And again, those relationships probably aren't as the same. Want to try to be honest with them, be transparent, be authentic. I think that's the biggest thing, is just be authentic and don't try to be fake. But we see each other every day. I hope we have some level of care for what they do as people and as players.
Mike, I don't know if individuals from your team are not finalists for end of season awards, including yourself. What's your reaction to that, and what does that just say about your team?
I hope that they all win.
I don't know if this was taken out of context, but Coach Payton was quoted as saying the fans in Denver would have 2 weeks to rest up after the AFC Championship before screaming their heads off at the Super Bowl. Do you believe in bulletin board material?
I think we're plenty motivated for the game. I think that our players are continuing to build confidence through the week. So I'm really excited to go out there and play.
Mike, how would you characterize Patrick Surtain's skill set? And do they move him around to travel with, opposing top receivers?
I mean, he's targeted infrequently. He's physical. He is great length, can run. He's athletic. He's willing to tackle. He plays physical. You have to really be convicted when you're going to go and throw at him. You better be very convicted, and there better be a good route, and you better have the ball in a good spot, or it's going to be a turnover or a PBU. So, I mean, I could just remember going and seeing him at Alabama, whether I was at the clinic or a pro day or something, just the presence of him. I mean, his dad was a fantastic player, and just his presence and the way that he carried himself as a leader and as a person, a lot of respect for him.
Along those lines, with how they've tried to get Surtain more involved, have you done that with Christian Gonzalez this year and trying to get him more on the ball, maybe make more plays?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for Gonzo making as many plays as possible and being active, and he doesn't get targeted, as much either. But there's times where he travels. There's times where he's in different locations. It was great to see his ball production last week, even the ball that they caught on him, the hammer that he had that was close to being a fumble.
You said before that Drake was one of the reasons that attracted you to this job. Just in your year working with him, what has maybe surprised you the most about him?
You don't want to know what my other reasons for coming here was? I had a joke teed up. It was going to be the media, but
Thank you.
You're welcome. Only you. It just continues to grow, and again, I think I'm excited for these guys to be in this environment and to see all their hard work pay off and be able to play in a game like this. That's, I think there's been a lot of growth from this football team over the course of the offseason, the season, and just another opportunity for us to show that this week. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right. That's Mike Vrabel. Thoughts?
Mike with the jokes.
Any
No, typical stuff. I think there was one mildly interesting thing. I hadn't really thought about Christian Barmore and his blood clot situation.
Going out to Denver.
Going out to the high altitude. Something that I guess Vrabel said that, they take into consideration. Obviously, they're not going to put someone in harm's way. But, a lot of just regular stuff, I would think.
Yeah.
I sense just kind of a calmness, a quiet confidence.
Yeah.
And I think they should be confident.
Right.
They're 8-0 on the road. They're playing a team with their backup quarterback, and I think they fully expect to have success.
And I think when your defense has been playing as well as it has the last 2 games, that to me, that gives me confidence.
Yeah.
I said it yesterday. When I watch a game and the Patriots defense is handling their job, their business, I get confident.
I agree with
I
you.
couldn't agree more.
So, yeah, I share his confidence that way.
Yeah, I was, Evan and I, because I had a sub in for Mike this morning when we did a little game preview. And when Evan and I were walking back and we were talking about just that, like, the way the defensive line is played, this would be a tougher test because it's not a banged up offensive line like you've seen the last 2 weeks, and it's better. But, and I said, yeah, and you'll know right away. Like that first quarter, if Denver comes out and they have like the Sean Payton thing where the script is working and they go right down the field and they score, I might change my view. I might say, okay, it's game on. Like they came to play offensively, whereas the opposite has been true in these 2 playoff games. The Patriots defense has just completely dictated it right from the opening kickoff.
Right.
And you look and you say, they're not allowing a lot of points today. You could see it in the first quarter. They were not going to allow a lot of points unless the Patriots scored it for them. Scored points for the opponent. And again, as long as the offense protects the ball, I have faith that they will move it and score it more than they have in the first 2 playoff games.
Anthony says, the only reason us fans are saying the Broncos have a shot is simply to prevent the jinx. Paul's right. Also, it's absolutely a knife to a gunfight, and we got Drago. We're back. Wake up, Fred. That's what he says to me.
I like when they chastise you.
Yeah.
And not me for a change.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But Kevin in Ireland says, I agree with Fred that Denver has a few paths to victory. I don't think this will be an easy game because Denver should give 110%. The danger, I think, is not necessarily whether May struggles. I think the key is the Patriots' mindset. If Stidham is serviceable, there's always a decent chance that he gets a win. Not probable, but distinctly possible. The likelihood of it hinges on the Patriots maintaining the same intensity.
Yep.
Intensity.
So, again, if the path to a victory for Denver involves the Patriots not taking the game seriously and whatnot, yeah, I expect Denver to go into the game believing it can win and putting everything that they have into the game. I expect the Patriots to do the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you're playing to go to the Super Bowl.
It's not a regular season game against
not
the
a
backup
trap game.
quarterback. It's the AFC
Right.
Championship. How many of these players have never even sniffed this game?
I can't, again, I'm not telling you that this game is not losable. Anytime you play poorly in an NFL game, you can lose.
Yep.
The difference, like Fred, you made the point, like the Broncos have a lot of other things that are pretty, I agree. I think ultimately it's going to come down to can they score enough points to win? And I think no, because of their situation. But I don't expect Denver to roll over and make it easy for the Patriots.
Nathan says, huge break with Bo Nix out of the lineup, which has led much of Patriots Nation to be overconfident. I've been hearing a ton of banter about who the Patriots fans would rather play in the Super Bowl, completely overlooking the Broncos. We have not won in Denver in the postseason, and the way that Drake May has played these last 2 games may not be good enough, regardless of who's playing QB for Denver. Will Campbell is at the top of my concern. Drake holding onto the ball is another one. And lastly, pressure against the Broncos' O-line may allow Stiddy to hit receivers that Herbert and Stroud couldn't. Huh? All
Possible.
legitimate.
It's all, those are possibilities. And again, he started the whole thing with if May keeps playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. You don't think he will.
Right. I have some faith that we've seen the worst of May.
Right.
And fortunately for the Patriots, they were able to overcome it because of a couple of factors, not the least of which I think Vrabel alluded to in his press conference. They were able to mitigate bad plays that didn't come back to haunt them later in the game because they recovered some of the fumbles.
Yeah.
But if May puts the ball on the ground 4 times and throws a pick, you're going to be in trouble. I'm not expecting that.
Todd and Garner, I'm going to need help with this one. Finally, I heard someone make Drake's nickname something worthy of commenting. A young girl, maybe a tweener, called into Fitzy and Hart to dedicate a song to Drake May, Salento's Whip Nay Nay. I don't know the song. Her vocals were Watch the Drake, Watch the May May. Probably need Alex or maybe Evan to properly appreciate her effort. Seriously, you should see if you can get a hold of her, especially if the Patriots win. Patriots 31, Horsies 13. I've never, Salento? Do you know who Salento is?
I don't know who Salento is, but I think I know the song.
Yeah, I know the song.
I won't sing it for copyright
Don't sing
purposes,
it.
but
No.
I did see 2 kids write like more of like a folky country song about Drake. It was actually
I like
really, I like
the
it.
bluegrass kids.
Yeah,
I love
that. Was good. It was
I
like
think that was
folky
great.
and
Wow.
You didn't like it?
No.
I mean, I'm not like listening into it in the car. I'm like by myself to
no,
jam,
I know.
but like I could appreciate
like
it,
is
and I thought it was
relative.
cool.
I thought it was good. I listened to it a
Maybe it's
couple
not
times.
the same one because the one I saw was like, how about a little effort?
Well, these
Oh,
were
no, these kids
were
had
2
effort.
kids.
They had
one was on
guitars.
guitar,
They were good.
and they were
good
I thought
voices
They were really
too.
good. Yeah,
It was like you said. It was like a bluegrassy,
Yeah.
folky. It was good stuff. We'll
Is
play
that
it for
the
you
one
later.
You're talking about?
There was guys playing guitar.
They're
and stuff,
from
but
North Carolina.
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah.
We can show it to me. Maybe I
We'll
missed
pull it
it.
up.
Maybe I
We'll
missed
pull
one.
it up.
Chester's in Portland. What's up, Chester?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a minute. I wanted to chime in on this excitement. To me, winning in Denver is never a given. I remember losing to Brock Osweiler. It was a November game, and it kind of swayed the momentum going into the playoffs for us. That's kind of the lone thing that sticks in my mind with this Stidham matchup. But, I'm with Brett in that I think this game could be tough sledding against this defense if we're not careful. And, the key is to sustain long drives, to try to gas these guys out. They play with a lot of energy and a lot of intensity, just like our unit. And, Houston might be a tougher defense overall. But this Denver defense, if they get hot, if we got a key on stopping Nick Bonito. And the key to this game is all about attitude, just like that emailer just said, and execution, of course. If the Pats can continue with this level of aggression and toughness, I love our chances of winning big and running away with it. But, that said, if we keep them in it, who knows? And, something weird can happen on special teams or a turnover. With that said, it's time to get Denver ass kicking this week. I'm thinking 24-16-ish, if we can just try to stay ahead and keep that. But let's get a dub, let's get a win, and let's get back to that Super Bowl, baby. I'm fired up. Buy apparel, Pats Nation. Let's get it.
Let's go. Buy apparel.
Buy your AFC Championship apparel.
Absolutely. I like this email. Darpin in New York City. First, a trivia question for Paul. Who is the winningest QB in Patriots history? Hopefully that is broad enough and not too granular for Fred. Good. That's a good joke, but screw you. All right. The real reason I wrote, the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children is a quote from The Merchant of Venice. Is that why the broader NFL media keep picking against the Patriots, keep questioning how good they are, keep questioning their victories? This is a really humble, awesome, and lovable group from head coach to the players. So my hope is they can stop having to carry the burden of the sins/winning from the dynasty days and can be appreciated for who they are. Hear, hear.
So just to set the record straight, everybody picked the Patriots against the Chargers. There was a handful of people who picked Houston. But literally they had
handful?
Dozens of people. Yeah. But the people on NFL Live
they all
picked
just happened
Houston.
to be on the same show. So
Correct. Almost everybody else was on the
worse.
Patriots in that game. Now, listen, I think it's great that we used it. We should be using that stuff. We had it on our post-game show.
Yeah.
Right away. We had the whole graphic. And it was funny. All 5 of them all picked Houston. And then you kind of get a little peek inside of it when they start talking about it. And they're like, I kind of thought I was going to be the only one to take you. So they don't even pick what they think.
I know. It's stupid.
They pick just to try to
if you're not
spread it
do
out.
it what you think. then
Greeny
why
does
bother?
that all the time.
Everyone wants to be edgy.
Have those picks come out yet from the scribes?
I don't know. But hopefully there's a few that pick Denver so the Patriots can win.
I
will bet you that there will be some picking Denver just to be
look at me, I'm
different.
a contrarian.
But can I just say,
yeah,
the whole picking thing bugs me. Like
that's what
we
kind of
got a whole segment coming up.
No, I don't mean.
I know.
I don't mean the fact that people pick it. The fact that like
people give credence to it.
Well, they get mad at it. Like,
yeah, man.
So
we're tribal creatures.
So
yeah, you don't respect us.
Hate us
But
because
that's
they
not
hate
like,
us.
but that's not hate. Like if you think one team might win a game, like that's not like a referendum on what you think of that team. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe
it is.
Okay.
If you don't, it is a referendum. If you pick against the other team, you think the other team's better.
I don't think
for
if
that
one
game.
or two people picked Houston
First of
last
all-
week, it would be a big deal. It's the fact that everyone did. Like it was just.
See, I don't
the
think everyone
glaringness
did.
of
I think
that.
everyone on NFL Live did.
Well, they put their name to it on that
But my
specific
point
show.
is that doesn't mean that like they don't think the Patriots are any good. Maybe they thought Houston was really good, and they thought that Houston was going to win the game.
Yeah,
like this is like the sins of the father. This is not hatred from the Patriots right now. It's kind of a love fest for the Patriots.
I don't know.
nationwide.
I
the ESPN people can't stop gushing about Drake May and Mike Vrabel.
Now listen, I know that if we Patriots do go to the Super Bowl, whoever they play, or those teams, probably either one of those teams will be favored over the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that there's a large population in this country that don't want to see the Patriots win another Super Bowl.
Definitely.
And that's the sins
I just
of the
haven't. I
that's
just
the
haven't
sins
really
of the
seen
father.
it. I just really haven't seen it. Now, if
You
Drake
haven't
May,
seen the graphics people are making, where it's like the whole
they're all
country.
Patriots fans doing it. Yeah, like I see
You see
Patriots fans
Patriots
accentuating stuff that really, in my opinion, doesn't exist.
Really,
I don't think people hate Kansas City outside of New England, like they're talking about. Like everybody wanted to see someone other than Kansas City.
Kansas City didn't have the success the Patriots
Now,
had.
if Drake May does this for 10 years, 2-3 years in, yes, you're going to get the same kind of hatred. Oh, I'm tired of this team. They're always here.
Yeah.
Right now, I think it's an
Lovable.
extreme. I'm with Alex.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's
Power
a
of
very
friendship,
It's a
lovable,
likable
the-
team. I think
the
Vrabel
Golly
presents.
G, Drake May. Like,
I think Vrabel presents well,
Yep.
whereas the former coach got up there and just bitched about everything all the time and grumbled and mumbled at all the questions and was completely like just rude to everybody, and that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I don't think Kansas
Vrabel's
City.
charisma, his just alpha
I
guy's
think
guy
Andy Reid
persona.
is kind of a good guy, and I don't think they got the same kind of vitriol.
They did.
Like Philadelphia does get that. You know why? Because Sirianni's kind of a dick. And they have like the whole security guy there that's like larger than
Don.
life. Why does anybody even know this guy?
I think what hurts, what hurts the Eagles as well as their fans. No, we're not violent.
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
We-
Philly
we-
fans
we
are
have-
way
we have an-
bigger.
That's why people
No.
don't like you.
No,
We
we're
have
like
an
cousins. We're
no.
cousins, but they're degens.
We have an inferiority.
I'm not talking about violence.
No, we have an inferiority complex. We're very sensitive.
We're
we don't
we're
think
Northeast
anybody,
elitists,
yeah,
too.
that way. But
We're elitists.
We don't like throw stuff at. We're not like.
We're not violent.
We're not violent.
We're
And
not
That's Philly like is owning
They
that.
did to like Vikings fans that Super Bowl, like throwing rocks at grandmas and stuff.
I agree. Like we're not throwing snowballs at Santa Claus.
Yeah, we're
Like
very
the whole
sensitive
cliche.
here in New England because.
But don't pick against the Patriots and expect not to hear about it from every one of these.
Because
people.
we're very sensitive. We're very sensitive. I own
And
that.
we also like
and that's
to talk
why people
crap.
nationally don't like you.
I hear that. I hear it. But at least we're not violent. James, the most interesting caller in the world. What's up?
A couple of points before I start calling you a fraud, Fred, because you are a fraud here. I'm feeling slightly under the weather. So thoughts and solidarities with Mike, so I'm trying to pull through. Secondly, spirit of trivia. I've never heard
Mike's
that.
strong.
I'm relatively well-traveled, so I'm going to be using spirit of trivia if that works for you. So the reason I think you're a fraud is I've got a question for you, Fred. Would you be more or less worried if Mac Jones was playing quarterback for the Broncos?
I'd probably be as worried as I am right now. I don't think Mac's that good.
Yeah, and I refuse to believe. Do you realize the difference see, you probably don't know what Mac Jones's record is this year, but the fact that you all think that Mac Jones is the same level as Jared Stidham, it makes me insane. Anyway, so I'll try and calm down about it, but the only way we lose...
But you're missing my point. You're missing my point, James. No, listen. You're missing my point. I'm not worried because of Jared Stidham. I'm worried because the Denver is a good team with a good coach.
Listen, Fred. Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel will not let Drake May throw 3 pick sixes, which is the only way we lose this game.
Did they let him last? I mean, they have some control over that, but not total control.
But this is what it's going to take. It's going to take 3 scores from their defense. And the pick six is different from just a pick. Right?
Listen, I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
From that. Jared Stidham is not a comparable quarterback. I understand that the Denver do have a good defense, but we have a good coach too. We can manage that. We've proved that we can win ugly and win ugly. I mean, that's what we've done so far. And I'm not worried about Jared Stidham. Jared Stidham is going to give us opportunities to score on our defense. All right,
Yeah.
Moving on, Fred. I deep down know you don't believe.
But see, James, I'm not worried about Jared Stidham either. I'm not worried about Jared Stidham. I'm worried about everything else.
So how do they score if the quarterback isn't anything to worry about?
They may not score a lot of points, but they may keep us from scoring points too. And then
So you have to play badly.
And then it comes down to a bad ref call or a turnover or a fluky play. I don't want it to be close. I don't want to be entertained that way. Yeah.
Fred, listen. I guarantee you, when it
Tell
comes
him,
to
James.
picks, Fred's going to go Patriots 47. He would have let us down the path. He would have waited for right. Last one for Mike at home. I think I found the official bar for the Patriots in Belize. Of all people, Brad Marchand's cousin was running a bar here, and he's decided to set up his own bar. So when he comes down, he may have to be opening a bar. And secondly, he's trying to get a stop on the Belizean professional pool circuit. It sounds very dodgy, but I said I'd donate a trophy so we can give the Fred Kirsch Cup or the Fred Kirsch Trophy to the winner of the Belizean thing. So that's for an off-season. We're definitely going to win this game. No way we lose it.
All right. Thanks, James.
You're a fraud, Kirsch.
Screw you.
Can I just tell you, that's like the most football-centric call that James has ever had.
know, right?
Yeah. No, I riled him up.
You did.
But again, I'm not worried about Jared Stidham. I'm worried about the rest of their team, which I think is pretty good. Tommy's in Los Angeles. What's up, Tommy?
Tommy's been holding on.
Tommy, I forget the question now.
Yeah, Tommy.
It was about. No, I remember the question. It was about how we play them defensively.
Oh, do we come at early
Jared
in the
Stidham
game?
has good receivers, if I remember correctly.
And long shots. Worried about long shots.
I just remember him calling and me thinking, I like our secondary.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how they'll come about it early. I think Evan and Mike think they're going to be aggressive and going after Stidham. I kind of think you should sit back and make him prove that he can pick you apart first before you expose yourself. Heard from a guy yesterday in Denver who has respect for the Broncos offensive line but thinks it might be a tad overrated. So maybe I'm giving too much respect to that offensive line. Maybe you should just go after it and make them prove that they can block it up.
Yeah.
But my feeling is you confuse Stidham a little bit. And how can he not get confused? He hasn't seen this stuff. He hasn't
And that's
played.
what they've been doing, like disguising.
They confused Herbert.
Coverages and
they
blitzes.
confused Stroud. So, I get that. Fair enough. One more email, and then we're going to take a break. Marty in Reno, formerly in Denver, says, quick correction, Fred. The bar in Denver is Jackson Lodo for lower downtown, not whatever malapropism you've been using
You're
this
saying
week.
Lido.
Lido.
Yeah.
I do like
Boz
that.
Skaggs. Lido. Right?
I know. The
Over
Lido
my
shuffle.
head, but that was nice, guys. That was cute.
Okay.
All right.
I was young when that came out. Alex was not even thought of.
All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more calls and emails on this crazy show. Whether you're in the game or betting on the game, you'll need a game plan. DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the New England Patriots, provides you with everything you need to build your personal betting game plan so you can get in on all the action while practicing safe bets. Visit DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming to learn more about all the safe betting tools DraftKings has to offer. Hope is here, 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. physically present in Massachusetts. See DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources.
Isn't it time to get exactly what you want? Welcome to Red Hot Deal Days from Verizon, where you get your pick of our best deals. Like My Plan, where you can pick the perks you want and save on every one. For limited time, bring your own phones to a Verizon store and you can get My Plan for our best price ever. Get exactly what you want in your phone plan and only pay for what you need. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today and get My Plan. These deals won't last. It's your Verizon.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
We're joined now by Efton Chisholm, Patriots wide receiver. And Efton, this has been quite the rookie year for you. I mean, AFC Championship game as a rookie. Just how excited are you to take on the Denver Broncos on Sunday?
Yeah, just like you said, super excited, super blessed. Talking to the older guys, just not taking it for granted, right? There's some of the guys in the room that have only been on 3 AFC Championships in their career, and coaches-wise too. With Josh McDaniels, we got a lot of history going to AFC Championships, but man, I'm definitely not taking it for granted. Super excited, super ready to go.
So today was their first practice, obviously, of the week, getting ready for Denver. Just what were the vibes? What was it like?
Yeah, great vibes. It's just always just nice to get back out there, get going with the guys again. But trying to do everything we can just to get ready to go.
Now I know you don't dress like this around the building, so you just came from practice. You were indoors today?
Indoors today. Kept us a little warm. Got a lot of mental reps in there. I got to get going a little bit, but.
Are you working on a lot of sound?
You already know. You already know. There's speakers going everywhere, loud. Preparing for that because last couple weeks we've been blessed to play at home and had the great crowd here. But definitely preparing for some noise there.
Evan mentioned vibes with the AFC Championship coming up. Do you notice anything different, or is it just business as usual?
Right. I think everyone's excited for the AFC Championship, right? But also trying to not to look too far ahead and focus on it's a football game at the end of the day, and it's win or go home. So just kind of bringing positive vibes, but also bringing those focused vibes, to make sure that we're ready to go on Sunday.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about the drive in the fourth quarter last week where you guys ran the ball off your own goal line and threw a couple good blocks in there, I saw, and that was good to see. Just what's that like to get those calls in the huddle, knowing you guys are just going to try to run the ball and being able to come through?
Yeah, it's awesome. Especially for me, like I love blocking. I love anytime I get to get out there on that field, and I think blocking has helped me get out there, kind of earn a role a little bit. But so I take pride in that, and me and Booty were laughing about it, kind of in the huddle during the game. You're like, you already know what play is coming, so we line it up, just kind of knowing that, we got to get some yards to run this clock down and win this game.
You got Petrie on one of them. He tried to come through, get a tackle for loss, and you got him. Ramondre danced around him. Just take me through that play because it seemed like he blitzed at the very last second.
Yeah, he's a great player. We kind of knew going into the week that he was going to try to do some of that, and he actually got me like 3 plays earlier on that almost the same play. And, I'm glad we came back to it, and I hit him there, and Ramondre, made a play.
How much has Mac Hollins helped you in the blocking game?
Yeah, huge. Especially just getting to watch him the first couple of weeks and how he did it. His mentality going into it about like, man, just don't let my guy make the play on the ball carrier. Continuing to finish the effort. It's always there. It's on the tape. You can see it. And then when he got hurt, just getting the opportunity to sit down and watch clips of me doing it now, and he's coaching me up, after practice, stuff like that. So that was super helpful. He's kind of been there for me, since I got here. But he's definitely he's a leader in the room and on the team, and then his blocking is just tremendous. I love watching it.
Yeah,
I know you guys have been pretty close and kind of followed his lead a little bit. How has that continued since he's obviously been on injured reserve? Like, are you still doing the same routine that he had you doing and everything?
Yeah, we're still sticking to it. Definitely his routine changes a little bit with trying to get healthy, trying to get right, trying to get back for us. But we're still watching. He's running the meetings. We're watching the post game meetings with him. He's always got great coaching points for all of us, top down, and it's cool when you got vets in the room that hold everyone accountable, not just the younger guys. So he's holding Steph as accountable just as much as me. So it's pretty special.
So it seems to me like every time you're called upon, you make the play. How do you keep your mind ready to go, with the limited opportunities, but when you get it, you execute?
Yeah, Coach Vrabel always talks about preparing as a starter. And, I really take that to heart and try to do everything I can throughout the week. Even early on in the season when I wasn't playing as much, I was trying to know the game plan inside and out. So if something did happen, we talk about in our room being a shoelace guy. So if someone needs a shoelace or something, just plug and play, get in there, and take advantage of that opportunity. So I just felt like I try to do that each and every day, and every practice it's a new practice. So just trying to take advantage of those opportunities like that.
Last one for me. I watch you pregame a lot with Tommy, and you guys go out there and throw. And you also do this thing with tennis balls with some of the other receivers. Just how did that kind of start, and what does that kind of help you guys with?
So, like going out there with Tommy, I just kind of like seeing how it looks in the sky, just with the different lights, night games, stuff like this, kind of getting used to the atmosphere that way. And then the tennis balls, I don't even know how it started. Just one day, pregame, I think Coach TD had them. We were just started throwing them around. It turned into a game, and now all of a sudden we do it every game. So
I saw somebody throwing rugby balls out.
Yeah, I think Josh Dobbs. I'm not sure if any other quarterbacks do, but I know Josh Dobbs. He likes warming up.
I guess if you can grip a rugby ball, you can grip a football, right?
Yeah. You guys get pretty into the tennis ball game.
We get into it.
Yeah,
we get into it because you only get 3-4 minutes doing it, so we're trying to compete and win a little bit.
Well, thanks for coming by. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Efton. Good luck on Sunday.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move, having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
And now, great moments in history.
I got the neighbor that burns everything. Plastic, everything.
Oh, now that is bad.
Yeah, well,
even I would say, and I don't care at all about the environment.
Matt,
that's bad.
That must be an awful smell.
It is horrible when he does it.
It's always the guy that burns the leaves too, and it ends up.
I don't mind leaves.
Yeah, but it ends up with a blaze in the background.
The ashes are coming into my yard though when he's doing that.
Well, you're not supposed to burn leaves. You can burn brush and stuff, but not leaves.
Yeah, but people burn leaves.
I know they burn everything.
They do it.
I got a guy across the street.
It's those dope smokers.
He's got his main driveway, which is paved, but then he's got this back road, which is all dirt, and he keeps putting down wood chips, and every time it rains, the wood chips just drain right out into the street. He doesn't get it. It's like, it's not going to work. How many times are you going to do this? He keeps doing it, and it keeps just running right out.
It's not gonna work.
Just keep it dirt or pave it.
He suddenly sounds like Capello.
Yeah, but first time you look at it and go, oh, that didn't work, and you don't do it again. He keeps doing it.
That's another great moment from Patriots Unfiltered.
All right, back here on Patriots Unfiltered, 855-PATS-500 is the hotline. Podcast@patriots.com is the email address. Need to promote that newsletter. If you want to subscribe to the PU newsletter that Alex does such a great job every week editing, you can do that, patriots.com/PU newsletter.
Yeah.
Just get on board.
Yeah.
Just get on board. You're going to have fun with it this week?
Sure am.
Yeah?
A little nervous this week, though.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want to have too much fun with it. I don't want it to look like we're looking past Denver.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so don't look past Denver then.
We're not.
Okay.
We're not.
All right.
No, I am.
You are. Yeah.
I am a little bit.
Paul would have the Lombardis on it and everything.
No, I wouldn't do. I wouldn't put that.
Paul would be asking
print.
you guys what you're looking forward to most for the Super Bowl.
And we can wait. We can wait a week for that.
All right. Back to the emails and the phone calls. Let's get back to the hotline. Is that BJ? I can't see that from here. BJ from Zona.
In Zona.
What's up, BJ?
What's up, everyone? How y'all doing?
All right.
Okay, so, Fred,
I get exactly what you're saying, and the people in the YouTube chat are saying the same thing. Like, it's not more so about Stidham. It's about, like, the fact that they do have other players.
Yeah.
But I also will say I got to agree with Paul. Like, if we lose this game, something's up. Like, something like Paul likes to say, a little smelly, a little smelly.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's smelly. I think it's choky.
Yeah.
That too. There could be a choke. Yes, sir, for sure. But their defense is good, all that good stuff. But we just got to protect Drake May and play our brand of football. And I don't think we'll have a reason to lose him. Like, honestly. But y'all have a great day, and I'm taking it off there with that.
All right. Thanks, BJ. All right. I listen, I hope you guys are right. And I think we're going to win, but it's not going to be easy. Raheem is in Georgia. What's up, Raheem? Raheem.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, have y'all seen the Sean Payton interview where he basically guaranteed victory?
Well, if you're referring to the quote about our fans will have 2 weeks to rest up after the game, I've seen that in several places. Yeah, is that what you're referring to, Raheem?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's quite a stretch to say that was a guaranteed victory.
Well, kind of.
Well, that is what he said.
Yeah. I mean, what else is it?
He said the fans will have two. I watched it. He said the fans.
I saw it.
All easy. They got 2 weeks to rest.
Yeah.
I saw it. We need you this week. We need you.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty of time to rest. We need you.
Because he thinks they're going to win.
He didn't say, I guarantee we're going to win.
He didn't say those words, but that's the inference that we're going to win. We'll have 2 weeks to rest.
Yes.
He didn't say we're going to have all off season to rest.
No, he did not say that.
Right. So we
take it as you will. I can't tell you how to take things.
They're going to have plenty of rest after this one.
No one defends the other teams like Paul.
I'm not defending them. I don't think they have a chance in hell to win the game. If that's defending the other team, then sign me up.
I mean, like if a guy says something.
I think the Patriots have to play so poorly on Sunday to lose this game.
A defensive collapse of epic proportion that we've never seen.
I'm defending the Broncos so much, I give them virtually no chance to win. That's how much I'm defending the Broncos.
Anyway, I did see that, Raheem. I think it should be in every bulletin board in New England.
There you go. Y'all have a good one.
All right, thank you.
You gave him what he wanted.
Right. That's all he needed. He needed the confirmation.
There you go, Reem.
We should put like
don't
a
forget,
fake.
Do strong. Do strong. The T-shirts. If we're getting the T-shirts made.
We'll have
pins.
a link. We'll have a link in the newsletter so you can buy.
Yeah.
Do strong merch.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
I may have Wally pipped him off the preview show too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be back.
We're gonna have pins made.
Proceeds will be donated, half to Deuce's medical bills, the other half to Paul's car.
In lieu of flowers, you can say, I don't know, whatever. Poor Deuce. Colin in Kansas City, it's been a magical season. We started it by doing something that's historically been difficult for this franchise, winning in Miami early in the year, even during the Brady era. Why not keep it going by doing something else that's been tough, winning in Denver in the postseason? Not tough, impossible so far. Personally, I'm not worried about who we'd face in the Super Bowl. If you get there, you always have a shot. We've seen firsthand that even teams that look dominant all year can be beaten. 0-1. Anyone?
Yeah.
Sometimes it just takes a couple of plays to swing the game and send you on your way. For this game against Denver, I'm really hoping Drake plays a clean game, and more than that, he carves up this Denver defense. I love the way our defense is playing, and if we see Drake eliminate the turnovers and get back to MVP form, I think we'd feel a lot differently about this team heading into the Super Bowl. And P.S. Deuce, are you having fun yet? Not today.
Not today.
But listen, if all those things happen, Drake plays a clean game, carves up the Denver defense, we win walking away.
We're going to Santa Clara.
So let's hope so. Dylan in South Florida. In AFC title games, travel in the event of a trip to the Super Bowl, how is the travel for you guys and other media? Same plane as the team and staffers or other means? Well, for this particular game, some of us had to fly commercial on the way back because there's more people on the plane than usual. But usually, the people that come with me, we travel with the team on every game. So there you go.
What about the Super Bowl with it just being like
Super
hands
Bowl
on
is a
deck,
little bit different.
More like Germany, a couple people on commercial.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Those who usually travel during the season will probably be on the team plane. But I'm going to go out early, even before the team, to set things up so everybody is ready to go when they get there. It's a mix.
There's a lot of different planes on the way back, so you just sort of go where they take. Like, I assume that we don't have to fly commercial back, right?
No, we have like 4 or 5 charters because we bring down guests, and
that's usually the way.
Yeah, on the way back,
Alex,
it's like evacuating Vietnam.
I haven't.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't.
But generally there's a lot of different planes that come back, and you'll be informed. Okay, you need to be here at such and such a time, so you can go through security and do all that stuff.
Yeah. So, let's see. David in Maryland got to ask. I'll be that guy that asks the question. If the Patriots lose to the Broncos, is the season still a success?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. God, how can it not be? Come
Just
on.
a bummer.
There's and this is a common question. He's not speaking out of school. I think there's a huge difference between disappointment and success. Like, and again, I don't tell anyone how to feel, but in my view, I would be terribly disappointed, but I would also look at the big picture and say that was a really, really successful season, and the arrow is pointing straight up, right?
Yep.
Isn't that the way to look at it?
Yeah.
Sure.
It would suck for a couple days, though.
Oh no, and I'm not telling you get over it.
Until I
like
get
you
to
shouldn't be
Florida.
upset. That was help. No, it'd be really. What do you mean until you get to Florida? What?
Like when the season ends, I'm going to go on vacation. And then when I get there, I'll be like, you know what? Like, I was sad, but this is nice. I'm on a beach, and this was a good season.
I thought we had a Florida trip that I didn't know about.
Andrew in Coronado, California.
Go see Grandma?
We know we're back because, as Paul used to say, it always works out for the Patriots. We had the easiest schedule in the history of the universe. 2 of the perennial favorites didn't make the playoffs. The 2 playoff quarterbacks we faced decided they didn't want to play football anymore. Knicks got hurt. And in the Super Bowl, we'll likely face one of the biggest choke artists of this generation in Darnold. The national media will say it might be the easiest road to the Super Bowl ever, and they'll be right, and I couldn't possibly care less. LFG and go Pats. Fred, double-check my punctuation.
What an email. A tour de force of an email.
There you go.
You just hit all your favorite lines.
Yeah.
But I love the part and who cares? Give me the banner.
Right.
You know, Mr. Kraft, where does the banner go? Right next to the do we expand it? Like that's as a Patriots fan, who cares?
Chris with a TIAN writes in, Paul using Bianchi's pizza weather guy is so Paul. Is he a pizza guy? No, he was an actual guy.
Bianchi's Pizza is famous down in Revere Beach.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what.
I didn't get that.
That's
reference.
what I was assuming he was referring to.
I didn't get
but
that.
It was an actual meteorologist. That guy.
Yeah.
Channel 9, I guess, in Denver.
Yeah.
I don't know if the forecast is right, but it wasn't like it wasn't some guy, holding a compass out his window saying, "Oh, seems like
Well,
rain."
it could have been some random guy that actually studied this stuff, watched a handful of
weather.
YouTube videos, taught himself meteorology.
Let's see.
15 degrees at kickoff.
Yeah, they're talking about it getting colder
It's
and
gonna
colder
get
as
really
it goes by.
Freaking cold. High of 20
Which
by
I don't
3
like,
p.m.
by the way. I don't like that for the Patriots.
My freaking gas bill for last month was out of the roof.
Oh, it's insane.
So was mine.
I got a pellet stove. I'm done.
I'm so pissed. Like, we're getting screwed. We are getting screwed.
Touching a nerve.
Got a pellet stove.
Get a pellet stove?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So cheap.
Oh.
You knew she'd know something like
no, listen.
Some outside the
I'm
box
listening.
way to
Heat
do
in
it.
the whole house.
Listening.
Cost me like $6 a bag.
How many bags you need?
One gets me through like a day and a half.
So let's say $6 a day.
Yeah.
So 6 times 30
Really
is
a little less than
$180
that.
a month.
Yeah.
I used to have a
Compared
pellet
to your
stove.
gas
I
bill?
would do a pallet. I would buy the pallet of the bags at the start of the season. The pallet would last the season.
Yeah.
Oh. But how big a house? How many square feet?
That's a good question. I don't
Not
remember.
big.
This is my old house.
You can't heat Fred's mansion with
Well,
that.
I don't know.
It's just heating my unit.
I'd like to
800
heat my unit.
to 1,000 square feet. Oh my God. That's a good out of context line.
Bart in Poland, that's not out of context. I honestly don't know whether I should be more frustrated or cautiously optimistic about our offense after this game. On the other hand, it's pretty depressing that the Patriots offense scored 0 points off turnovers. On the other hand, putting up 21 points on normal offensive drives against that Texans defense is definitely something. Regarding Paul's point from Sunday, he mentioned that the difference in the game was that the Patriots scored a TD off a turnover and the Texans didn't.
No, it's not what I said, but go ahead.
Well, he said that's not correct. But looking at it more closely, New England and Houston actually scored the same number of points off turnovers. Houston's only TD came off the May fumble, and the Patriots had the pick six.
What I'm saying is the Texans had an opportunity to pick up a fumble inside the 10-yard line and score a touchdown, and they didn't do it.
Right.
That was the difference in the game. That's the point that Mike and I were trying to make in the postgame show.
Yep.
And when points off of turnovers aren't necessarily the same, the Patriots had way more opportunities. Even though they didn't score directly off of the possession that followed a turnover, they got all of those extra possessions. They had 6 3-and-outs. If they don't get those extra possessions, maybe they only score 7 points. But they just kept getting the ball back. So sooner or later, you're going to score.
Yep.
And look what, the remarkable individual efforts that it took to score.
Remarkable.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
the Diggs catch and the booty catch are not everyday plays.
Those were contested catches.
They're not everyday plays.
Yeah.
Like, those were remarkable individual
Even
efforts.
the pop catch, I mean, it looked easy, but
tough,
it was
tougher
tipped.
than people think.
Yeah. Jeff in Canada, the media talking out of both sides of their mouths is driving me crazy. I believe this Sunday in Denver will be a battle. It's a winnable game, but no lock. I hate the narrative that it would be a horrendous loss for the Patriots due to the backup quarterback. Some people said all year Nix is not the reason for the Broncos' success, but suddenly it's like they lost Joe Montana. Also, because how can that be if we're 4-13 team who are only here because we didn't play any good teams? By that standard, the Chargers and the Texans should be embarrassed to have lost to us. Well, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Thank you.
Caught a bit of the Bills presser today. Man, that franchise is a bit of a dumpster fire being carried by Allen. He might pull Stafford and get out.
I don't rule that out. That's a good point, that last part. Don't really, I agree with you on the rest of it. But
yeah,
when you have that kind of dysfunction.
They get rid of your coach too.
And I just keep saying this, like the whole Pagula thing. So he made a big deal of it being a bad call. Like the whole play in overtime, right? And then he says, why did he get fired? Because they lost to Denver.
Right.
So what you're saying is you
A game
fired
that
your
was a
coach
matter of
because of a
just
bad call.
Bad call, right. No, it made no sense, and that's why he's not telling the truth.
No, of course not.
He's not telling the truth.
And people in Buffalo, my sources in Buffalo tell me that McDermott knew he was gone.
Yeah.
It was kind of an ultimatum. Like if they were either going to make a Super Bowl run and he was out, it didn't really matter.
Right.
Which to me was kind of obvious after the game when he was as irate about the call as he was.
Yeah.
That to the point where he was on the team plane flying home and he was calling the writers.
Yeah.
To and another thing,
right.
Like I think he knew he was out.
Yep.
I mean, at that point, go scorched earth.
Yep. Listen, if you're an owner and you have to fire a coach, there's no easy way to do it. You just say, listen, it's all based on results. The results weren't good enough. We had to move on.
Just own it. Be the villain.
That's it.
As opposed to
don't try to be like a man of the people. You're not.
Right.
Perfect.
You never will be.
Steve Bisciotti in Baltimore had this very, it was actually even worse because the guy's been there longer and had more success in John Harbaugh. And he was asked, if they made the kick, would he still be here? And he said, for another week.
Yeah.
Like they had, own it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
decided
ready to go.
You decided to move on. No one's going to, it's your team.
Yeah.
Just own it.
Just have conviction in your own decision.
Yeah. Q's in Atlanta. Hey, Q.
Hey, can you guys hear me all right?
Not really. It's like you're
underwater.
You're talking into your
Can you
pillow.
hear me better now?
Yeah, much better.
All right. Hey, I just wanted to have a schedule talk real quick. Paul, the Patriots after Sunday will have played every playoff team this season except
what?
Well, they haven't played San Francisco. They haven't played the Rams.
Every AFC.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know. What does that mean?
The Jaguars. The Jaguars are the only playoff team they haven't played this season.
Okay.
And the other two AFC teams that they haven't played this season were the Chiefs and the Colts. So I'm trying to figure out where does the easier schedule saw coming.
Well, if you had played the Colts early in the season, that'd have been a tough game.
So forget about the playoffs themselves as counting that. That's not your schedule. The playoffs are not your schedule. In the regular season, the Patriots played 4 games against playoff teams.
But we played the whole AFC. That's what I'm saying. So who else are we supposed to play at this point?
In the AFC, they only played 3 playoff teams. They played Buffalo twice and Pittsburgh.
Right. But the only other team...
Contrast that with Denver, who also had, by the way, a very easy schedule, the third easiest schedule, only 1 spot removed from the Patriots. They played 6 playoff teams in the regular season. So, like, I don't know why people can't just put this together. It's not an opinion.
Don't worry about the people saying it's an easy schedule. Don't worry about it. We beat every team except for 3 that came our way, and that's all that matters.
Patriots were 2-2 against playoff teams in the regular season. They only played 4 games against playoff teams. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
No, that's a fact. And the other 2 teams that did beat us the regular season were the 2 teams that we wanted in the playoffs, with the Steelers and the Bills. So I don't think we have false confidence. I think we have a good team.
Who's talking about false confidence? Like, what is
everyone that's calling him like a paper tiger? And
yeah.
So Cam Newton, we're still giving Cam Newton credence for calling him a paper tiger.
People are saying
someone is, because he's still on the air talking about it. He was just.
But
on
I mean, it's
screen.
Cam Newton.
Yeah,
that's it.
No, there's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
I mean,
they're diminishing the Patriots' success because they had an easy schedule.
You guys have voices in your heads. I don't know where it comes from. I mean,
who was it? Orlovsky. One of those guys said there should be an asterisk next to the Patriots' name this season.
I don't know.
On one of the national.
I'm not telling you that no one said it. I don't see everything like you guys do.
Every year there's a team
with
the easiest schedule, and that team never does what the Patriots.
They always do.
Done.
If you have an easy schedule, that's a great path to the Super Bowl. That's
When's
a
the
very
last time
common
someone
thing.
with the easiest schedule, a historically easy schedule?
Well, no one's ever had this schedule. This
That's what I'm saying.
This is the easiest schedule in the history of the league. Like, that's another fact.
When's the last time the Commanders are a good example, but did they have?
I don't know if they had an easy
easiest
schedule.
Schedule that year before, or that year? When was it? Last year?
There have been teams like the 01 Rams the 99 Rams had the second easiest schedule in history. They won the Super Bowl. That's what happens when you it's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
But I don't really see.
Not
you
everyone
guys might
takes
be right.
advantage
Maybe
of it
everybody
to
says
this
the Patriots stink and they're only a product of the schedule. I haven't seen that personally, but you guys might be right. You guys, especially Alex, is much more in tune with what's going on the social channels and whatnot. Like, I don't see
My girlfriends too are like, "What? Explain this. Why is everyone discrediting us about the schedule?" It's like my random girlfriends who couldn't care less.
I mean,
about
they did the
sports.
same
It's a
thing to the
narrative for them.
Celtics that year.
Yeah.
Easy path.
And guess what?
Oh, the Celtics.
The banner is hanging.
Ridiculous.
In
but
TD
no one's going to
Garden.
make you give it back.
I know.
So why does it bother you?
It doesn't. It shouldn't. That's what I'm saying, Q. Don't
love
worry
it.
about all that stuff.
I don't.
We'll see you in San Francisco.
I don't worry about any of that crap.
Fun fact from the account QBgami. Since the AFL-NFL merger,
Sorry.
no indoor team has ever won a conference championship game on the road in an outdoor stadium. 0-15 all time. The Rams are looking to become the first to do so on Sunday. Technically, the Rams are not in an indoor stadium. It's an outdoor stadium. 3/4 of it is underground,
right?
But there are no walls, and the roof is fabric. It's not, so it's considered an outdoor stadium. I know the weather's always nice, so it's kind of like it, but it's not. It's considered an outdoor stadium. So I don't know if it would go into that. If they end up winning, I don't know if it becomes 1-15. I'm not sure. But I know for a fact it's not considered.
Yeah, I mean, those numbers speak for themselves. The dome teams, when they go outside, especially in cold weather, do not fare well. They don't.
Yeah. No, they don't.
Which is that's another thing, going back to what Robert Kraft, when he was on with Beetle and Zoe the other day, it's one of the things he said, I don't have any interest in the dome. The dome teams don't do well outside at this time of year.
Theo writes in, as we as a whole should largely just ignore what the national media has to say and move on with our lives. I saw a clip of a show from before this week, and the guy picked Houston because the Patriots' bread and butter is running the ball, and they wouldn't be able to do it against Houston. Sure, Ramondre's been good down the stretch, but if you've watched the Patriots game this season, you know that their bread and butter has been X plays through the air and Drake May playing like an MVP. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they have to say because it just isn't important.
Another great email.
That's how I feel. Why would you give credence into the national people who aren't here every single day? They're just picking up tidbits here and there and forming opinions based on what other people are saying.
I heard one national woman say that Jarrett Stidham was the heir apparent to Tom Brady.
Yeah,
when he was here.
I've seen that too. I've even seen people from.
Yes, he was.
Oh, stop it, Paul.
You don't think something happened in 2020? Like he was, you don't think he was ever going to be the starting quarterback?
He was never here
Cam
as the
Newton?
heir apparent to Tom Brady.
Well, I think this is. We don't have to get into a semantic argument.
Well, that's what she said.
I think he was supposed to replace Tom Brady in 2020. Something happened in that OTA. He went to a wedding or something and fell out of favor with Bill, and they signed Cam Newton. But that was not the plan. Cam Newton playing that year was not the plan.
He wasn't the heir apparent. That's.
So what is the definition of heir apparent?
If he's the heir apparent, does going
replace him
to
or
a
not?
wedding really change Bill's mind at that point?
Doesn't that really give you a peek into the window of just how incompetent Bill was at the end?
I don't know. Or Bill just needed a reason because he didn't really like the kid. I don't know.
Bill lost it,
Playing
and
Paul.
people don't want to admit it. And we go back to some of the stuff that our callers have been talking about. That Brock Osweiler game. That's when everybody should have known. When he's got a guy on the practice squad in a snowstorm back returning a punt in the fourth quarter with a 14-point lead. That's how you ended up losing that game.
Christian in L.A. This isn't Christian in L.A. It's a question for Christian in L.A. It's from Bren. He says, Christian, he says, do you not remember calling the team a paper tiger a couple months ago? I can't keep up with your bipolar takes. Oof.
Can I ask a question that's kind of serious, but more like just wondering if I have definitions wrong? Is there a difference between heir apparent and replacement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe he wasn't the heir apparent.
Yes.
Heir apparent is like we're grooming you to take over.
I was the king, and this is my heir.
Yes. Like your son is your heir apparent to the throne.
Like he's going to be great.
George Game of Thrones?
Was Jimmy Garoppolo the heir apparent to Brady?
No.
You don't think that Belichick drafted him with the thought that he's going to replace Brady?
Well, I don't think so.
I do.
Maybe, but
I think only Bill knows that.
Yeah.
But I can see your argument that there's a difference between Garoppolo and Stidham.
Yeah.
Like Garoppolo, heir apparent.
Yeah.
Stidham was going to replace him because he was the guy that was left here when Brady left.
I will say if either one, I would say Garoppolo's close. I mean, he was drafted in the second round. They obviously had high hopes for him.
Bill thought he was going to be the guy that replaced Brady.
So I think
he was a starter in this
I could
league.
make the argument
Jarrett
that he
has not
could have been his heir apparent. Yeah, wouldn't have been a good one, but
so
he could have been.
I would agree with you guys. Then I don't think Stidham was the heir apparent. If there's a difference between those two things, I don't think Stidham was the heir apparent. See, I'm not that stubborn.
Yeah, I mean, at the end,
he was just going to be the guy that replaced Brady.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Cam Newton ended up being his replacement. He wasn't his heir apparent.
But no one would argue that he was the heir apparent.
No. Oh, that was such a crazy year.
The Cam year?
Between the COVID and the Cam Newton.
I also think Stidham got hurt in that lead up. I think he had something with his back.
The wedding off season?
Yeah, it was something.
Something with his back.
I don't think they were buying it, though.
But yeah, I mean, they certainly didn't like what they were seeing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. If there's a difference in those terms, then I would agree that he was just the guy that was going to replace Brady, not necessarily the heir apparent.
Yep. Let's see. Sean in Freeland, Pennsylvania.
Sean.
I hate to say it, but Denver is a house of horrors since I've been a fan. 79 when Craig Morton was the QB and an episode of Mork and Mindy was filmed. Sunny day to start, then ended in a blizzard, literally 45-10. Who can forget the Elway years? We know Fred can. The Peyton Manning years, no explanation needed. Even Brock Osweiler we had trouble with. And hey, who can forget Tebow? Never mind, we dominated him. Point is, it won't be easy, but I think this season is special, and I see a 31-21 win. Okay. Sounds good.
I vaguely remember that snowstorm 45-10 game.
Yep.
Vaguely. Couldn't tell you any details about it, though.
Is Evan coming back? Do we need to wait for him?
I don't think we only have two games.
I know.
But we should spend some time in recapping, though.
Yeah, sure.
Should.
Yeah. All right. But no. Before we do is Evan coming back?
He said he was.
He said he might.
Can you text him?
Yeah.
Say, do we need to wait for you to do picks or not?
No, we don't have to wait for him to do picks. We always get his picks off the air anyway.
I know, but if he's going to be here, we might as well give him 2 minutes. He could be on his way. I don't know.
What time did you say the locker room was closing, Alex?
2:00.
Yeah.
So
he'll just be staring longingly
right now,
into Drake's eyes.
he's standing 10 to 15 feet from Drake's locker with probably Taylor and Alex. Maybe he's alone, but he's just keeping a close enough distance to make it look like he's not staring at Drake. But in case Drake wants to say something to him, he's there within hearing distance.
This is so perfectly described. This happened. I only go in the locker room on Fridays.
He's looking around with his hands behind his back, and he's just looking around, but really, like, he's not looking at anything.
That's perfect.
Drake, if you need me, I'm here to talk. You like that?
That's so perfect. I only go in the locker room on Fridays, and I observe this on Fridays. He just kind of lingers around Drake's locker, hoping that Drake engages him in some way.
Drake makes like a stray remark at no one, and I was like, "Oh, you're talking to me?"
I have the answers for that.
Tyler and Ludlow, with the Packers releasing Trayvon Diggs this week, it made me wonder about a rules question for teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs. If a team was eliminated from the playoffs and another team had a key starter go down, like Bo Nix, has a player on an expiring contract ever requested to be released to try to get signed by that team? I imagine that teams wouldn't be lining up to sign a player like Jameis Winston for the conference championship, but I would rather my team go down in a blaze of glory with the big play potential of Winston over starting Stidham.
I don't think you can do that. Like, I don't think one of the 4 remaining teams could sign Trayvon Diggs.
Really? What about like Rivers? Rivers.
Oh, he wasn't in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know that you could do
but if
that
you're
either.
released,
but that's different.
It's different.
But I think that there is the cutoff at the end of the year in terms of teams, because these are all procedural moves.
Yeah.
I might have that wrong.
Okay.
I do not know that for certain. And I know that the waiver process would still, it was in play toward the end of the year. But I don't think with a guy like Trayvon Diggs, specifically, I don't think like the Rams could say, well, Emmanuel Forbes got hurt last week, we could use a corner. I don't think they could do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not positive on that. Maybe I can see if I can ask a couple of questions to my cap gurus in the building.
Tyler also says, if you need a food recommendation for Denver, Illegal Pete's is my favorite place in the city. It's like Chipotle if they serve alcohol and cooked with flavor. Okay.
Chipotle?
Yeah.
You pronounce it like my dad.
Chipotle.
What is it?
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Okay. I pronounce her Beyonce. All right. Did he get back to you?
He said he's on his way.
He's on his way. What does that mean?
On his way.
Walking here or like wrapping up with Drake? Oh,
I'm my way now. I think he's just shuffling his way to the studio.
Yeah.
Probably in the tunnel right now.
He does shuffle a little bit.
Yeah. He doesn't pick his feet up when he walks.
All right. So while we wait, one more call. And of course, it's Christian in L.A.
Hey, you guys. Hey, I was not even going to call today, but I heard this jabroni joker, Bren, from wherever you're from, come after Christian in L.A. What I said, Brother Bren, was this. I was afraid the Patriots were a paper tiger.
Right.
I also said this in Week 15, that if they proved certain things and did certain things and accomplished those things in that week, they would prove to me that they weren't. And they did. And so I got back to a place where I believe in the team can take it all the way.
Okay.
With that said, if this team goes up to Denver and lets a team led by Jarrett Stidham, who hasn't put a pass in nearly 2 years, beat or even compete with them, then you better hang your head in shame and don't even bother to come home, because it's going to be a long.
So now they're paper tigers again. All right. Thanks, Christian. I get it. He's right. He is bipolar. All right. Evan's back. Hi. So before we get into picks, how's the locker room?
The locker room is good. I have a little bit of news from the locker room.
Oh, do tell.
So,
are you okay to say it?
I think so. Yeah. Why?
We're about to find out.
Yeah. Matt Collins was putting his pads on and looking like he might be headed out to practice.
Now I'm not worried.
That's actually, even seeing him in the locker room, I feel like is a big deal.
Yeah. I think he might be, probably still limited and all that good stuff, but seems like he's going out there, and Vrabel has said now a couple times recently, especially that Thursday seems to be like the real big day for them in terms of, the most work and in pads and that kind of stuff. So looks like Matt Collins will be back at practice. I mean, I'll be out there in half an hour and we'll find out for sure. But that was the big news.
Nice.
Was that he looks like he's coming back. There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
See?
All right.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else?
Heard from Morgan Moses, talking a little bit about trying to help out the two youngins on the left side and, get them ready for the atmosphere and the altitude and all that good stuff. And it was, he didn't really say much, to be like, oh, I don't have to do a ton to help him. But, he's going to try to do that sort of thing. And then Kayshon Boutte talked a little bit too. So not a ton happening, but obviously all eyes in the media contingent were on Matt Collins' locker to see if he was getting dressed or not.
Any of the players wearing the Deuce Strong T-shirts yet?
No.
No?
Yeah.
They haven't got down there yet? Okay.
Best this weekend is going to have.
They have I was going to say,
there's
somebody else is fighting a little bit of a more serious fight that they wear on their jerseys and stuff. But yeah, no, not Deuce.
Not Deuce?
Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right, Paul, it's that time of the week. We're down to 2 games. How did we do last week?
So last week, overall, with the 4 divisional round games, Evan and Paul both went 4-0.
Ooh, good job,
Mike,
Miles.
Alex, and Fred all 3-1. With the spread, Fred went 4-0. Evan and Paul went 2-2. Mike and Alex went 1-3.
I believe that makes me perfect for the playoffs.
You don't like it when people step on lines.
Oh,
right?
sorry.
All right, I wanted to give you your flowers.
Okay.
So here are the current standings. Evan leads the overall, just picking the games, 9-1. The rest of us are all 8-2. With the spread,
I stink.
My goodness, 10-0, as Fred already alluded to. 10-0. Evan and Paul are both 6-4, and then Mike and Alex are 5-5. So I just want to say kudos to Mike for actually being 500 at this stage.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad for him.
For him,
correct. But 10-0 for Fred. That's
I can't argue with that. That's impressive.
For all of you people out there that have been riding this wave, where's my taste? All right, I need a little. All right,
I need a little.
So
a little what?
Let's start with Sunday at a little.
You gotta leave it ambiguous so no one gets in trouble.
We're not allowed for that.
Sunday at 3 on CBS. Records at this point don't matter, but they're the same. It's the Patriots at the Broncos.
Crazy.
So I'm a little disconcerted here. You normally skip over the Patriots
where's
game.
the paper?
Oh, God.
For 19 weeks, you've skipped over the Patriots game.
No.
Now I'm scared.
Oh, no.
That just changed my pick.
Well, we have to skip over. We're not going to do it. We're going to go to 6:30 on Sunday on Fox. Oh, my God. I'm all out of sorts.
But you'll know who to blame if disaster strikes.
No, you blame Deuce. I'm worried about him. That's all that's on my mind.
He has a stomach bug. He's going to be all right.
Worried about Deuce.
Deuce strong.
Yeah.
Deuce taking some.
Yeah, he's been.
Probably lost a couple pounds. Come back feeling good.
He's been diagnosed with the Brady bug. He's just sick of 14-win seasons.
We're so good. He's sick.
So it's the Rams at the Seahawks for the NFC crown.
The Seahawks favored by 2.5.
Seattle.
Alex, you have to lead us off
Does that
because
sound good
Deuce is not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable line.
I would. I want to pick the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are the better team. But McVay and Stafford in this kind of game I'm going to take the Rams. I just think that the medal, the championship medal, I don't know if I can trust Sam Darnold in this spot. I'm going to take the Rams.
Okay.
I don't like it, though.
I'm going to take Seattle. I'm going to take the home field. But this should be a good game. They've played twice. They were both, they were different kinds of games. One was more defensive oriented. The other one turned into a shootout. It could go either way. I'm rooting for the Rams, as you know. But I think Seattle at home, I think the defense has played so well. Basically, the difference to me is the teams playing right now, I think Seattle's playing better than the Rams. So I'm going to take Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle kind of was under my radar all season. And then I started paying attention to it. And I'm like, oh, my God, they're playing good.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. I think for the same reasons that Paul said, I'm going to go with the Seahawks in this game.
I'm on an island.
Yeah. They're just, because of the way they're playing right now.
They're playing great football in all three phases.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched a little bit of their defense this morning, and they do a great job. They pressure the quarterback. They cover well.
This McDonald guy.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's talking about Ben Johnson and Mike Vrabel, but look at the job he's done.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of watching Houston's defense.
He's one of the finalists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of the 5 finalists, right?
He got in there.
Yeah, where they just they don't
Evan's
make
boy too.
They don't make mistakes. They don't beat themselves defensively, which is a lot of the times defensively it's a coverage bust. It's a guy falling down. It's a guy not getting his assignment right. They don't do that. They make you earn every play.
He strikes me as a humble, tough guy. Like he's not like Dan Campbell biting kneecaps, but he seems like a tough guy, but humble about it.
Yeah,
or
understated.
Or quiet. Yeah, understated, tough guy.
I think along with Darnold being Darnold. I think the other issue with them is like outside of JSN, they don't have a ton on offense that scares you.
Is Charbonnet hurt?
Yeah, Charbonnet's out.
That really hurts them. I know you don't think so, Evan.
Well, I think Kenneth Walker's a better player.
Them. That's why I want them to win, because if we go to the Super Bowl,
yeah,
I think they'll miss him.
That does hurt.
I
them.
do. Yeah. I think that two back approach, I think, has served them well.
Yep. Okay, so you're the only one.
Because Evan's right. They don't have a lot of different options.
You're picking the Rams.
I'm just going with
because McVay's pants are a little tighter than McDonald's.
I'm just going with the
offensive.
I'm going with McVay's experience, Stafford's experience. This is McDonald's first championship game. This is Darnold's first championship game. I'm just going with the guys that have been there before.
All right.
I get it.
Now we go back to 3:00.
I just hope it's not too late.
On Sunday. It's the Patriots at Mile High, 5280.
So, Fred, you got your wish.
Yeah.
There evidently some money on Denver, so it's down to 4.5. Patriots by 4.5. That was
by 4.5.
About a half hour ago. Matt, as we're talking, if you want to look that up and see if it's changed like it did last week, but Patriots by 4.5.
They've been listening to this show. I got people scared.
An enormous road
Still 4.5.
favorite in this championship round.
What were our scores on Monday? Do you recall?
I believe you said 31-10.
I said 27-20. I know that.
I'm going to reel it in a little. Patriots 28. Broncos 14.
I'm at the same point total for the Patriots. I think they get to 28 in this game. I'm going 28-20, just a little bit closer. I think all the money that's coming on the Broncos is, well, one, the spot, and the spread is big for a road team and playing at home and Mile High and all that stuff. But I think too that the Broncos right now are doing a really good job of hyping up Jarrett Stidham. Like, I don't know if they're trying to convince themselves of it or if
he's the NFL's best kept secret.
I don't know. I don't know
for the playoffs.
I don't know, but Sean Payton has come out and said some things about, effusive in praise, saying that he's one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
All the players in the locker room are saying that he's been tearing it up on scout team all year long. I feel like some of that money is
Milton Williams evidently has never heard of him.
Yeah, taking the cheese a little bit of the Broncos are trying to put out at least this front that they really believe in this guy and they think he can win the game.
Yeah, I would agree that they've done a good job of trying to rally, and they've doing all they can. If if Jarrett Stidham was anywhere near as good as Sean Payton is describing him in the last couple of days, I would look back and say, I don't know what you're starting the wrong guy, because the guy you have playing hasn't played the level that you're talking about Stidham
And that's
having.
my point. Like,
so that's a big part of my reasoning, but I also am expecting a nice bounce-back game from Drake May. I can't imagine that this offense continues to sort of sputter the way it has in these two. And I know they've played against good defenses, and I know that May has made his share of plays. I'm not saying it's been a disaster. He wasn't C.J. Stroud Sunday. He did throw 3 touchdown passes. I think he eliminates some of the negative plays, and the Patriots roll. I'll say 33-16.
Woo!
Roll.
Inject that into
Playing
my
the
veins.
role of Fred, Paul Perillo.
No, you usually say it's going to be a close game, 52-10.
No, but
Close, competitive, 40-0.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you got? You making a pick or not?
Yeah. So, listen, like I said, I'm not afraid of Jarrett Stidham, but I do respect the rest of that Denver team. There's a reason why they're the number 1 seed. They've got a great coach. They've got really good cast of characters on that team. They're at home. It's a tough place to play. It's going to be a tough game. You're going to be going into that locker room saying, uh-oh, we got ourselves a game. So, but second half, Patriots have made adjustments. 26-12, Patriots. 26-12.
Okay.
14-point win.
Paul nailed it. Just
After all that.
You could still be a close game. It's just they pull
I
away.
agree. I would
second
say the 2 playoff wins that you have were by 13 and 12.
Right.
And I would say they were both close games.
Right.
Even though at the end of the day, they were 2-score wins.
Pull away. You pull away.
I like it.
I have faith in my
I cannot
Patriots.
see this being a 1-score game in the fourth quarter, unlike the first 2 playoff ones.
Okay.
But
so we're all
I've been wrong all year.
taking
Why
the
not now?
Patriots.
I feel like that's going to, last week we had the screenshots going around of the whole NFL Live panel taking the Texans.
Your girl broke your heart.
Did that break your heart?
It didn't break my heart because she was the only one on the panel that actually said some nice things about the Patriots defense on Monday, unlike some of her colleagues. So I appreciated that very much.
No one keeps the receipts.
AKA
Did you let her know?
No
Mina
one
could
keeps
do
the
anything.
receipts
She
like-
could do
like Ev.
anything to him, and he
Yeah.
would just keep crawling back.
Yeah. Just,
She has him in the palm of her hand.
dominatrix.
I played the fifth.
Dominatrix.
I was going to be more respectful.
Evan with the ball in his mouth, and she's just whipping him.
God almighty. You're determined to have this all go down in a heap today, aren't you?
All right.
On that note,
Heating your unit.
All right. Listen, everybody, enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Depending on where you are, it could be really bad with the snow. So get all your shopping done so that you can hunker down on Sunday. Hope the electricity doesn't go out and you can watch the game.
there you go.
Right?
Right.
All right. We'll see you next Tuesday with a Lamar Hunt trophy. See you then.
Hey, this is Alex. Thanks for tuning into the show. Really want to help us? Make sure you like us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure you follow us on the New England Patriots YouTube channel to see this show and everything else we do here at the Patriots. Thanks a lot.